Greetings, my beautiful people, and welcome once again to my little studio sanctuary. I am your host, Star Lotus. It's absolutely lovely to be here with you guys tonight. I am a Reiki master, Crystal Alchemy Sound Bowl player, crystal chakra healer, jewelry, makeup, art extraordinaire. I do all the arts. It's lovely to be here with you guys tonight. I wanted to let you guys know, if you guys are local, I am hosting 3 in-person events towards the end of the month. You guys can check my Facebook and Instagram for the details on that. But I have one event on Wednesday, the 21st, and then the 23rd and the 24th. So just get in touch with me if you guys want to know more about those in-person sound healing events. There'll also be workshops as well, so you'll get to learn a little bit more about the bioenergetics and the breath work and all that good stuff. So it's so lovely to be here with you guys tonight. We have the Capricorn New Moon coming up on Sunday, the very first new moon of 2026. And there's something quietly powerful about this moment. New moons are always invitations inward, but this one feels especially tender, like a doorway we're standing in together, a pause before movement, a breath before the next chapter. This new moon asks a simple but profound question. Do you feel allowed to be at peace with your process? As you move through your day, through your life, do you trust that you are enough where you are? Or does part of you feel like you should be worrying more, doing more, or pushing harder? Capricorn is often associated with effort, discipline, and building something lasting. But at its highest expression, Capricorn is about self-respect, integrity, and sustainable foundations. This isn't about grinding yourself into exhaustion or proving your worth through productivity. This new moon is reminding us that true power doesn't come from being louder, busier, or constantly striving outward. It comes from being rooted, from being deliberate, and from honoring yourself. This is the final new moon before the lunar new year next month, and energetically we're in a moment of reworking. Many of us may feel like the road ahead isn't fully clear yet. Things can feel messy, vulnerable, or undefined, and that's okay. This is a tender space, a sacred in-between. We don't have to have all the answers right now. Instead, this new moon invites us to get clearer on our guiding principles. What do you value most? Where do you want to place your energy this year? How do you want to treat yourself as new cycles begin to unfold? Last year asked many of us to learn how to listen inward on deeper, subtle levels. This new moon is a beautiful moment to check in and ask, how do I want to come back home to myself? How do I want to walk through my days with myself? Capricorn reminds us that the way we do the work matters just as much as the work itself. How are you speaking to yourself? Are you allowing pauses? Are you meeting yourself with kindness instead of criticism? Are you honoring your nervous system instead of punishing your body? This is an invitation to step into your authenticity, not by forced change, but by creating deliberate, self-respecting space. You don't have to become bigger or better to deserve peace. You don't have to overcome yourself to belong. Creating peace within your system does more than you may realize. It ripples outwards in ways that you can't always see yet. New moons are quiet moments. They are about planting seeds with care and intention. Tonight we honor the skills, wisdom, and understanding we've already developed, and we open to the aha moments that will help us weave those gifts into the world in new ways. You are allowed to choose beauty even in a chaotic world. You are allowed to move forward without becoming someone else. You are allowed to trust that clarity will come as you walk your path. So the aha moment kind of stuck out for me because I've been having some of those aha moments, and part of the work that I teach in these classes, in these bi-weekly lessons that I've been doing with you guys on live streams, part of that work is that breath work, that taking it to the body, embodying the feelings that are coming up and breathing with it. Because when you're doing that work and you're continuously doing that work with everything that triggers you, whether it's something at work, something that a family member said, something like a pain in your body, when you're continuously doing that work and, there's also space for having what you're having. I will never say like, oh, like you should just be doing the work and just breathe, and like we're not bypassing. We're having the emotions. We're feeling them because we have to feel it to heal it. And having those emotions help us get into the body. So when you're having those emotions, you need to just start getting into that practice of asking yourself, okay, where am I feeling this? And coming into the system and seeing where you're feeling it so that you can work on that breath even if you can't in that moment of having what you're having, of having the emotions, of needing to vent, of needing to process. Processing is when you take it to the body and you get into that breath work. Okay, so even if you can't get into that moment right there, getting that, okay, where am I feeling it in the body? Working with that embodiment. And then taking to the body later on when you've calmed down a little bit, when you have a moment, and you're going to get better at coming quicker to the breath as well. But right away, I want you guys just to get really good at getting into the body and seeing where you're feeling those things popping up. Okay, so getting into the body. And, you know, just with my authenticity and being honest, I've been triggered a few times, like this past couple months. I've been having some things come up, and because I've been doing this work, because I've been getting so good at taking it to the body and then breathing in the central channel with it, I've been able to have those aha moments. I've been able to have that gut wisdom rise to the surface. Like we talk about, I don't have the diagram here right now, but like I have talked about in past sound healings and in the classes that I do, there's that trap door between your conscious and your subconscious mind. And when that circuit gets overloaded because you've got too many triggers, too many bears coming at the same time, you're going into survival mode, into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, you're continuously going into survival mode, that trap door slams shut, and that message that, hey, it's safe, you don't have to get that triggered anymore. When that energy comes towards you, you can handle it, you've grown, you've gotten bigger, that message can't get back up. And so if that trap door is shut, and we're not taking it to the body and creating the connectivity in the system, that trapdoor is never going to open. But if you're doing this work, if you're continuously taking it to the body and doing the breath work, that trapdoor is going to start opening between your conscious and your subconscious mind. And you're going to start having those aha moments quicker. So as I was saying, I was getting kind of triggered about a few things recently. And those triggers came, and I look at those triggers as a way to say, okay, so where do I need to do the work? This is a road sign. What do I need to do next to really help myself so that I don't get so triggered or so thrown off, or that I can just respond better to something even if I don't like what's going on? And so I was able to have that aha moment of like, oh, I went into freeze mode because this triggered this, and it reminded me of a certain vibration from my childhood that when I was getting bullied came up, and it made me feel like very like small and very like I didn't know what to say. So I went into a freeze mode. And I definitely go into a freeze or a fawn mode. You may go into a fight or a flight, but it's like noticing when you go into those survival modes that we are taught as children, because we had to learn how to protect ourselves, because a lot of the times those things happen before the age of 3, most definitely before the age of 13, and that's how we develop this protective personality, and that's how we protect ourselves. So if I feel threatened, I'll shut down, I'll freeze, I'll start to disassociate, I'll stare off into the distance. And I've been learning to catch myself in that, which is amazing, because a lot of the times we don't catch ourselves. You know, people who avoid, and they just, you know, they go quiet, and that would be flight, where you're avoidant and you just like no longer talk, you shut down, you don't want to talk. There's also like fight, where somebody just gets louder and they try to be bigger than you, or they try to actually like fight with you about something. I know a lot of us right now, probably in this day and age, have seen a lot of this on the internet, where people go into fight mode very quickly on each other. And it's recognizing when we go into those fight, flight, freeze, or fawn moments, and then asking ourselves, okay, where in the body is this coming up? Because obviously I'm not hitting that circuit in my system to be able to handle what is coming to me. So where do I need to do this work so that I can now react in a more authentic way, a more loving way, or I can just say, no thanks, this isn't for me, and I'm going to step away, but in a loving way still. So it's like noticing those aha moments. And when you're doing this breath work, when you're making those connections in the system, those aha moments, that trap door is going to start opening between the subconscious and conscious mind. And you're going to start realizing, oh, I did this because of this. Now that I understand myself better, oh, aha, I can connect the dots. I can actually react differently in this situation, because I don't need to go in that freeze response. I don't need to go into that fight response. I actually have control over my internal system. I'm not throwing my energy off. And when you're constantly throwing your energy off and judging yourself for throwing your energy off, instead of coming lovingly home to yourself and talking to yourself like, oh yeah, you know what? That did really react from this, and that made me feel this way, and that's okay. And what I wrote in my notes here, I said, I don't need to change. I need to create an environment that supports me. Now that's different than evolving, because we can always evolve, and this is all evolution, because every time that we come around to one of those situations that's very triggering for ourselves and we're like, dang, I thought I was over this. I thought, this was done. We're evolving every time. So every time that you come to a similar situation that holds a similar vibration, you have already leveled up. So you're already evolving and handling it differently. And part of handling it differently is learning that, like, hey, I need to create an environment where I do feel safe, where I don't have to protect myself, where I don't have to jump into that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. An environment that makes me feel safe and comfortable, because that's where we're going to be doing the growth. And when you're in that environment, you're talking to yourself gently. The people that you choose to have in that environment are talking to you gently. It's a safer space for you that you're creating, because you're able to actually notice what's going on in your system and what feels good and what doesn't feel good, and where you need to do the breath work so that you can shift internally on yourself. I know that's a mouthful right now, but I also want to go with a few of these Capricorn New Moon themes, where what do you want to commit to doing and actually take action on? What needs extra commitment to stabilize, because this Capricorn New Moon is all about stabilizing. And where are we going to gather our energy back from when it's been scattered? So it's kind of like what I was talking about right now. Like, one thing that you can commit to doing is taking it to the body, really working with your energetic system, realizing when your energy is scattered because you're not stable, creating a stable environment for yourself so that you can do the work, so that you can create the container, so that you can feel like you're in your flow is so important. And that's going to help you stabilize. Once you get, like, we've talked about the toric field. I don't have any of my imagery here right now, but we've talked about the toric field. When your energy is flowing and that energy comes down, it hits the ground and it comes back up, and there's no circuitry issues firing off. You're not triggered at the moment. You're just in your flow. You're feeling like you're getting stuff done, and you're flowing. That toric field can come out in that big donut of energy and pour around you, and it can flow. And that's when you're in that flow state too. And you can see clearly through your perceptions, and you can have those quicker aha moments because you are working on the circuitry. When something does destabilize a little bit, so let's say the energy comes down and there's a circuit that's not firing, and that energy has to go around, you feel that destabilization. Your toric field then gets a little wobbly because that energy now had to go around, and now it gets a little wobbly. And you feel that destabilization. You're able to notice that destabilization quicker instead of just getting into that fight or flight mode. You're able to notice, like, oh, hey, I'm feeling a little destabilized. Let me come back into center. Where do I need to pull my energy back from? Because I'm obviously throwing my energy off. Where do I need to pull my energy back from? Get into the system and ground in and really work on that spot, because you're going to notice the more that you do the breath work, the more that you take it to the body, the more that you're going to stabilize, the more that you're going to be like, oh, wow, like, that's not throwing me off for as long. I'm coming back to myself quicker. I'm realizing, hey, this is where I was triggered. This is why I was triggered. I don't have to protect myself like that anymore. I'm a grown adult. I can use my voice. I can work with myself. I don't need to protect myself in that same way of just shutting down and freezing and not speaking up for myself. I can say something. So it's so interesting. The more that you do the work, and just me being authentic about where my work is, the more that you do the work, the quicker that those connections can happen, the quicker that those aha moments can happen, the quicker that stabilization can happen, so that you can be on your way doing the things that you need to do for yourself to create the environment for yourself that's going to be better, to create the mind frame for yourself that's going to be better, to create the emotional state for yourself that's going to be better. So yeah, and with the breath work, I'll go into the breath work as we're going into the bowls, which we know is that if you've listened to me or if this is your first time here, we're going to be breathing in from 2 feet above, deep into the belly. You can put your hand on your belly, hand on your upper lobes of the lungs. Make sure that belly's rising first. Then you can breathe into the upper lobes of the lungs, feeling that expand. And then we're going to exhale 2 feet below, all the way out, belly button to spine. Really feel yourself pushing all your air out. Taking a few breaths before we get into the bowl introduction. Picture yourself breathing 2 feet below, and then from 2 feet below into the belly, filling that belly first. Feel it filling. Then into the upper lobes of the lungs, and then let yourself exhale through your heart, your third eye, your crown, and 2 feet above to your higher self. So that belly breath is going to be coming in from 2 feet above, 2 feet below, and we're going to slow that down nice and easy. So we'll get more into the breath work in a second, but you can start practicing and taking to the body where you may feel yourself being thrown off right now. And I'm going to introduce the bowls to you guys and put a little bit more of an echo on the voice. Gonna get a little drink there. All right. So This is a different set. I don't think I've had this combination of bowls on the table yet because there's a little bit of dissonance in there, but I'm going to explain why I decided to choose that today. So for this sound healing, I'm working with the perfect 4th and 5th intervals of G sharp, moving between G sharp and C sharp and G sharp and D sharp. These intervals create a sense of stability, grounding, and structure, while the close relationship between C sharp and D sharp introduces a gentle, relaxing flutter, an almost binaural style resonance that softens the nervous system and invites deep presence. It's a reminder that a little dissonance can be soothing when held with care. So we're going to start off with this beautiful deep low G, which is lapis lazuli with platinum. This bowl works with the embodiment chakra and the legacy consciousness, grounding the essence of who you are into the body and the earth. It supports anchoring wisdom, integrity, and the chemistry of the body, helping you to feel rooted, supported, and connected to your deeper lineage and purpose. Then we have G sharp, grandfather, mother of platinum. This carries ancestral wisdom and balanced masculine-feminine energy. It supports thyroid and parathyroid function, assisting with metabolism, protein synthesis, and energetic regulation. This bowl brings steadiness, authority, and calm sense of inner leadership without force. Then we're going to go over here to our C sharp, violet flame aura. This C sharp works with the gonads and sexual glands, supporting creativity, vitality, and emotional flow. The violet flame adds a layer of gentle purification and transmutation, helping release old patterns while restoring creative life force in soft, compassionate ways. And this is more of an endocrine set. We're working with the sharp notes on the keyboard, so this is going to work more with the endocrine system. So we have C sharp, Egyptian blue platinum. This is a high C sharp. This bowl resonates with the life purpose chakra, chakra 8, and the light body photonic structure. It supports acceptance of both gifts and challenges, helping you integrate your experience into wisdom. This frequency encourages clarity, alignment, and trust in your unique path. And kind of to add on what I was saying too, like, I want to view my softness as my superpower. And I think a lot of the times we can view our softness or our sensitivity to things as getting in the way. But I think it's important to view that as a superpower. And I think that kind of goes along with, like evolving, but evolving and creating an environment that supports you, because it's not about you changing who you are, but it's about evolving and having the circuitry to move with things in that loving, soft, gentle way. Yeah, and I like how that really encourages that, integrating your experiences into wisdom. So then we have charcoal platinum, or low charcoal platinum in D sharp. This works with the pancreas and adrenal glands, supporting stress regulation, blood sugar balance, and energetic detoxification. This bowl offers deep grounding and nervous system support, helping the body feel safe enough to rest and rebuild. And then we have this beautiful D sharp Lemurian seed violet flame aura. Again, a lot of violet flame, a lot of transmutation in this set. This D sharp brings ancient Lemurian wisdom paired with transformational violet flame energy. It supports emotional balance, resilience, and a broader perspective, gently opening toward the soul purpose and bird's eye view awareness without pulling you out of the body. Together, these bowls create a bridge between earth and light, embodiment and purpose, supporting the Capricorn New Moon's invitation to build new foundations with kindness, integrity, and self-respect. As we move into the sound healing, I invite you to hold a gentle intention, not fixing, but of listening. What love, what care, what kindness do you want to bring into this new energy cycle? How do you want to feel about yourself as this year unfolds? Let the sound support your body, your nervous system, and your inner foundation. There is nothing to force tonight, just to receive. So I want you guys to work on taking that deep breath in from 2 feet above, through the nose. We're going to be doing all work on breathing deep, deep down. Filling the belly up, filling up the upper lobes of the lungs. Feel yourself stretching open your heart space. And slowly, slowly, when you're ready, through the nose, exhale 2 feet below. Through your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, down 2 feet below. Really pretending like you're in that elevator shaft, following it down, down to the ground. Exhaling, belly button to spine, pushing out all that air. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly from 2 feet below, breathing back up through the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, into the belly, into the solar plexus, and feel yourself breathing up into the upper lobes of the lungs, into the heart space. Feel that area expanding. Drop your shoulders down and back. Really open it up. Let yourself feel that pressure against that area. Breathing up, up, up. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly through the nose, exhale through the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, 2 feet above to your higher self. Take your time with those inhales and exhales, and try to continue breathing in from 2 feet above and 2 feet below throughout the sound healing. Really getting into that central channel. Really allowing yourself some space in between breaths, allowing yourself to really fully exhale and really fully inhale. And think about some areas where you want to bring some stability to your life. Maybe, like we talked about, it's in the way that we speak to ourselves. Maybe you haven't been as gentle with yourself. Maybe there's been something that's been triggering you in your day-to-day life. Maybe it's just something that keeps coming up and you can't understand why you can't quite communicate right, but something's just feeling a little blocked. Take it to the body. See where you're feeling this feeling. It's not a block, it's just an area where the energy isn't flowing, where the circuitry isn't connected. Where do we need to do the work in order to be able to achieve the things that we're thinking we want to achieve? Maybe we want to get healthier and eat healthier and treat our bodies better. Maybe we want to finish that project that we've had in the back of our mind, and it's time to take action. We've done enough planning. Where are you feeling these things coming up? Maybe there's some communication in a relationship you would like to get better. Think about how it feels when you throw your energy off. When any of these situations or any situations that you may have personal to you come up. Where do you feel it when you're taking those deep breaths? Maybe it's an area that you feel it's harder to breathe into. Maybe your mind just goes somewhere. Maybe when you put your hand on your body, you feel it. Breathe into that space. Give that space a little gentle, loving hug. Let it know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm listening. I don't want to throw my energy off. I want to pull it back on. I want to be safe. I want to create a stable environment for myself within my central channel. to do that very hard. You can just do that very lightly, the same muscles you would use if you had to stop the flow of urine. Just lightly hold Mula Bandha to ground yourself into the system. Holding these mudras will keep you into that central channel as you work on carving out those spaces where you are feeling that energy being thrown off. always so lovely to hold the space with you guys. I also want to make one final announcement. I also will be releasing this Friday a new spiritual EDM EP, so it's going to have 4 songs on it, and all of the beats, just like my other newer music, is based in the Crystal Alchemy Sound Bowls, so everything is structured around the bowls. So the first thing that I play is this, and we build everything else around it. I also have some beautiful sound bites in there of some birds that I recorded when I was in North Dakota, and some gong sounds in there from my gong that I have. So there's some beautiful, beautiful intention in those tracks, and they're very upbeat. You can dance, you can work out to them. So I look forward to sharing that